something else that he said, he suggested trans people are wearing the gender equivalent of blackface. He said a man who calls himself a trans is wearing women's face. No different than I would be when then I would wear blackface trying to be a black person. It's assuming an identity that isn't yours.
Man, you trying to get me in trouble with this one. Oh, man. I mean, that's crazy. Yeah. Man. I don't think it's the equivalent of blackface. No, because I know the history of it. I'm not even, I mean, like, are they still, man, yeah, you're trying to get me in trouble with that one. I'll say this. I don't think that it's the equivalent of blackface. Like, no, at all. I'm not a transgender. I personally don't know transgender people. I've possibly may have like talked to, Paul's not like that. I mean, like conversed, with the gay person or whatever. I have a gay person in my family, but I don't know what's going on in there. I don't know I don't know. I have no idea what that's about. I'm not too well versed in that community to even know too much about it or give my opinion. I don't know what it's about. I know what it's about, but I'm not too well versed with that community to even, it's not something I seek out, Do I have anything against them? No. Does their lifestyle choices affect mine? Of course not. I know where I put my dipstick at damn near almost every night, And that's all that matters to me. I don't care what people dip into outside of what goes on in my household. I really don't. If that's how you want to live your life, hey, live your life. I do stupid stuff, I guess, but because of the stupid, then I like to, I don't know, indulge in, we'll say CBD. It's looked down upon amongst other people, but does it hurt you? Does it affect you? No, I'm just living my life, man. That's how they want to live theirs the way they want to live it. But I don't think it's the equivalent of blackface, and I don't know how women feel about that. A transgender person assuming their identity. I don't know how women feel about that, I don't know.
Okay. I mean, here's something that was, for lack of a better way to put it, polarizing. On his radio show, he said not only Joy Reid, Michelle Obama, Sheila Jackson Lee, Ketanji Brown Jackson, that they're all affirmative action picks. He said that certain black women don't have the brain processing power
Wow.
to otherwise be taken seriously.
Wow.
You had to go steal a white person's slot to go be taken somewhat serious. I'll give that to you, Nick.
Wild. Okay, I'll say, what would Yeshua do? Or what would Jesus do? Is that how Jesus would talk? Is that how he would view people?
Nick, you sounding very much like a politician. This don't sound like my man Nick right here.
I'm saying from his perspective or from a Christian's perspective. Like for you to talk.
You think speaking about Ketanji Brown Jackson.
No. I'm saying this, like, is that how your God would talk about women, black women, or anybody for that matter? If you feel
Understood. Understood. Okay,
yeah,
I see where you're going.
So if you can claim to be this uber Christian, godly man or whatever, why speak like that? Why not walk in his footsteps the way you're supposed to? So, like I said, do I believe that he really believed this stuff, or was it just polarizing things to say? I mean, you can't, in my opinion, I'm not a Christian. I don't know. Used to be, but I couldn't call myself a Christian and be comfortable with it with having this ideology. You can't be lukewarm. You can't be on this side of the fence or this side of the fence. Either you love everybody, treat everybody with respect, or you do it this way, or when you get to the other place or whatever, you get spit out his mouth because you was lukewarm. I'd rather you be 100% hateful or 100% this way as opposed to being in the middle. I think that when he says stuff like that, it could be to get a reaction. Do I agree with it? Of course not. I've been called an affirmative action sniper, but ask the people on my sniper team, hey, there's a reason why I'm here, man. Like, I was not picked because they didn't want me to. There was a reason why I was the first black sniper in my battalion to serve overseas and go to war. I was the first one. Like, I didn't get picked for it. I had to fight tooth and nail for it. I had to fight for it, but I earned my spot because I was meant to be there. I was meant to be there. Do I think affirmative action exists? Of course, but who does it affect the most, though? When you see these people protesting about affirmative action, you don't see black people out there. It's white women, for the most part. Affirmative action is not benefited, well, it's benefited by a lot of demographics and a lot of different ethnic races and backgrounds, ethnicities. It's not just one particular people. I think that some of these politicians that have these positions of power, I think some of them legitimately are just stupid. But I think that about most politicians anyways, whether you're black, white, Arabic, Muslim, it doesn't matter. I just think they're all stupid to begin with. But I also don't look at people like with a shield over my eyes and say, oh, because you look this way, you know, that's the reason why you got this job or whatever. I don't know. I'm not a politician. I think it's all weird to begin with, but I don't think whether he believed it or not, that's on him. Like, I'm not sure what that's supposed to do to me. I've never said that. Those words never came out of my mouth, you know? So, like, because he has a view or an opinion, like, what is that? Not too long ago, were we not just like bumping a few people the Heil Hitler song by Kanye West? And we talking about Hitler, right? But now it's okay to make a song. I mean, all of it's just it's hoopla, man. It's whoop-de-doo, you know? It's supposed to do to me. I don't really care that he said anything. Like, I get it, but it doesn't affect me. Everything you said, do I agree with it? I don't. I don't agree with nothing he said, but that's his opinion. But people don't agree with a lot of stuff that I say, a lot of stuff. But if you lose sleep over it, you're a weak person. You're a weak person. Like, what am I supposed to do? Charlie Kirk said a bunch of stuff. I mean, oh well, man. Oh well.
You know, he was a wild boy, man.
There's a lot of wild people out here. A lot. Look, Charleston White, you know? There's a lot of.
Yeah.
There's a lot of, yeah. It ain't just Charlie or whatever, but people might say things just to get a reaction. One, two, do I think he actually believed it? I don't know. I didn't know the man, didn't have dinner with him, didn't break bread with him. But if that's genuinely what he believed in, like, seriously, like, whoop-de-doo, man. There's nothing. He's just a wild boy then. I mean, I had some wild thoughts and spoke about wild stuff, but at no point in time, like, should I think anybody, not just me, get caught up in his rhetoric or what he said or what he believed in. You just look at it, listen to it, read it, and just be like, wow, that's crazy, and move on.